You're currently living a double life, and you probably do not even realize it. Right now, there are people in your mind who you consider your closest friends. You spend hours with them every week. You share their joy, and you feel their pain. But the terrifying truth is that you have never met them, and they do not know your name. Your brain is quietly replacing your real life with a highly addictive digital simulation. This is not a choice you made. It is a fatal design flaw in human evolution that is actively weaponized against you. And it is exactly why you feel so lonely even when you're surrounded by endless connections. When an actor you have never met passes away, you feel a genuine pang of sadness. When a creator you follow talks about their divorce, you feel a wave of real empathy. And when your favorite TV show ends, you miss those characters as if they were real people. You probably think that you're just sensitive or emotional, and that it is normal. But it is not just a personality trait. It is a glitch in a 300,000-year-old operating system, a bug in your brain firmware. And the modern world has learned exactly how to use it against you. In 1956, psychologists Donald Horton and Richard Wohl described a phenomenon they observed in TV viewers. People were talking back to characters on the screen. They worried about them, missed them when the show ended, and felt genuinely abandoned when it was canceled. Horton and Wohl coined a term for this: parasocial interaction, a one-sided illusion of intimacy with someone who does not even know you exist. Back then, they thought they were describing a rare psychological quirk. In reality, they had just uncovered a universal law of the human brain. For almost all of human history, there was a simple, unbreakable rule. If you saw someone face regularly, they were part of your tribe. Our brains evolved with zero other options. Strangers were seen once and never again. The people you saw repeatedly, your family, your neighbors, your community, were your social world. So, the brain developed a basic survival shortcut: repeated face equals close person. When you see a familiar face, the exact same neural pathways trigger as they would for a real-life friend. Oxytocin floods your system. Anxiety drops. A sense of belonging kicks in. It was a flawless system, foolproof, for hundreds of thousands of years until the invention of screens. In 2016, neuroscientist Jared Smith at the University of Oxford scanned the brains of people while they watched videos of their favorite YouTubers. The neurological activation was identical to hanging out with actual, real-life friends. Same brain regions, same intensity, same chemistry. The brain literally could not tell the difference. As Smith noted, the human brain did not evolve for a world where you can see a single face millions of times without ever meeting them in reality. To your biology, this contradiction is impossible. It does not exist in nature. Therefore, you have no defense mechanism against it. Now, pause and think about what this actually means. You're subscribed to dozens of creators. You see their faces, hear their voices, and follow their lives every single day. More than most real people in your life. Your brain is hard-coding them into your social circle. But here is the crisis. In the 1990s, anthropologist Robin Dunbar discovered that the human brain can only maintain stable social relationships with about 150 people at a time. This is Dunbar number. Your neocortex only has a limited number of slots to process social data. Out of those 150, only about 5 are for your inner circle, 15 for good friends, 50 for casual friends. The rest is the periphery. And here is the catch: parasocial relationships hijack those exact same slots. That YouTuber you watch every night is taking up physical real estate in your social brain, a slot that belonged to a living, breathing human being. You do not feel lonely because your brain tricks you into thinking you are surrounded by a massive tribe. But in reality, you might go years without building a single genuine connection. In 2021, the University of Pittsburgh surveyed thousands of people about their parasocial bonds and loneliness levels. They expected a logical inverse relationship, that more digital friends should mean less loneliness. But they found the exact opposite. The stronger the parasocial attachment, the higher the level of real-world loneliness. It is a vicious, two-way street. Parasocial relationships feed the brain just enough social signal to mute your evolutionary drive to go out and meet people. But they offer absolutely zero substance in return. No reciprocity, no physical presence, no true mutual understanding. It is social junk food. Empty calories. Your brain feels full, while your soul is literally starving. A historic 85-year Harvard study came to one clear conclusion. Loneliness kills. Not metaphorically. Literally. Chronically lonely individuals die, on average, 15 years earlier. Severe isolation inflicts the same physiological damage on your body as smoking 15 cigarettes a day. We live in an era where everyone has thousands of followers and hundreds of digital friends. Yet, we are drowning in an epidemic of loneliness, which became an official term used by the World Health Organization. The brain is surrounded by endless faces, yet it is dying of starvation. Your ancestors lived in tribes of 50 to 150 people. They knew everyone. Everyone knew them. It was inconvenient. It was claustrophobic. There was barely any choice. But it was real. Today, your brain processes thousands of faces of people who will never even know your name. Meanwhile, the neighbor living right across the hall has been a complete stranger for 3 years. We did not become more connected. We just became simulated. Dunbar number never changed, but what we are filling it with has changed entirely. Choose carefully who you give your slots to, before your brain forgets what a real friend feels like.